Hello guys, I'm back on working on the 64 Impala project. I've got this quarter panel on more or less where I want it. I still gotta get this pushed in here up to fit pretty good there, but I decided to put my trunk on so I could get my right gap in this area, and looks like I'm gonna have to do probably some cutting or something in here, because once I push that it kind of hits over here in this area. But I got that tail light panel, got the trunk there on, and lineup's pretty good there and there, except I got a pretty good area gap there, but like I said, once I get it pushed up over there and get this gap here closed, looks like it's gonna fit. May have to do some minor adjustments, but it's getting pretty close to where I need it. Like I said, I put my trunk on, got that gap pretty good there. I'll probably still have to adjust it. So in the meantime, I started taking this other quarter panel off. I've got it off. Went ahead and decided that I needed to get this off and get the new one on and get this tail light panel in so I can get all my gaps where I need it, and hopefully everything will line up. I know I'll have to probably do some cutting, but there's the other quarter panel. Left hand side is off. That wheelhouse is coming off. Pretty good rust area there. I kind of regret cutting the whole panel out. Maybe I should have done some patching, but that whole bottom of that quarter panel was pretty rusted out. I don't know if you've seen in other videos, it's pretty much gone on the bottom. If I had patched it, it probably would have been a halfway patch from the halfway point down, and then this all would have had to been redone. All this, and I'm not that good of a metal worker. I don't have a brake. I've got a small brake I use for small pieces. I don't have a bead roller or other stuff, and so that's why I went ahead and just ordered new wheelhouses and putting them in. But I ran across some videos of he used to be HPR, now he goes by Underground Auto 1, I believe, or something like that, and he is really good at working that metal, and I wish I had the patience he does. He's got really good patience and sits down there and works that metal and makes it fit. And I watched some of these videos and I was really impressed with him on that metal work and some of the welding he does. I wish I was that good and had the patience, but maybe someday I'll get there. I don't do this for a living. I'm trying to restore this car, but I like doing this. I'm kind of enjoying it. It gets frustrating at times, and then after you finish something, it's like you really enjoy it and satisfied with what you did, and it turns out okay. This side, I've still got to get this piece of metal off that goes in between this outer skin of this roof cell panel and back in here. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more careful taking this piece off. That other side I kind of pretty much destroyed. Problem is it's got so many spot wells and they're so close together, and you go to drilling them out, you end up drilling them close together and you pretty much eat this metal up here. As long as I got enough where that new one fits inside, I got, you know, enough of this metal to weld to that metal once the other one fits inside. On that other side, I pretty much bent this up really bad and probably gonna have to reshape it, but I'm definitely gonna take my time on this one and just drill where I drill these spot wells out, and take my time trying to work this piece out, because it's welded between two pieces of metal. It's welded out here, and then if you can see, it's welded in there. Let's see if I don't know if I got this camera right. It's welded out inside here, where I got the little 1/8 inch holes drilled. It's welded to that piece of metal in here. So it's sandwiched between two pieces, and it's just really hard to rake those wells off and get the two pieces to let go where that piece in the middle will come out. But I'm working on that, trying to get that loose, and trying to be a little bit more careful where I don't tear it up. And here you can see it's some type of it's brass. It's tacked in there. Just got to grind that off. Did a little bit of grinding yesterday on it. And then up in here, got to drill the wells out in here, take that apart. And when I was cutting this, I cut a little bit of my panel here. I was cutting, I went too far there, and I'll just throw a couple of wells across that. When I take this off, I'll weld that piece there, grind it, and should be good to go. This is the stuff here that come off of there. It's kind of a foam rubber. Let's see. See, that goes up there like that other side, and that was up on there like that. So anyway, this stuff here is kind of it's not really of a rubber, but it's you bend it, it falls apart. It's a foam type of stuff. Anyway, these new ones here come with a piece of rubber that's up on top of here, but the problem with that rubber, from what I found out on the other side, is that it's too thick. It's probably about an inch maybe thick, and this is, if you see this, when it's squished down, it's probably down about a half or so. Anyway, when you set that quarter panel on that other rubber, and it's right in here and it sticks out about an inch, and you try to push that quarter panel in, you can't ever get it to touch this. It'll give you a gap. See, come back around over here on this side. This gap here, you'll never close that gap. If you leave that piece of rubber that's here, you'll never get it to push up in there. I'm still trying to close it there, and I'm having trouble still getting it pretty close, but I can clamp it to where it'll close up. But with that piece of rubber there, would never close. So what I had to do is I cut it. I sliced it in half basically. And see if I can find it here in my messy garage here. Yeah, here it is. I basically sliced it in half. There's the half of it. It's about ½ inch now. It was about an inch, but it goes on that bracket over here in this bracket on this side, like that. and I took it off, cut it down, sliced it, and put this piece here, and that gave me enough to where I could, it sits on that rubber, and it'll give me enough to where I can push it back in there and close that gap up there to that deck lid panel, whatever it's called. So that's where I'm at. Like I said, that new piece comes with that rubber. It goes on there like that. And I bought me some seam sealer. Well, it's not seam sealer, it's some type of foam. I've got it inside. I forgot to bring it out. But let's see if I can get a shot of this. If you notice back right in here, that's sealed with the same stuff as this. I guess they sprayed it up in there to seal these gaps up underneath in here. And I found when I bought my seam sealer to do my seams on that wheelhouse, I found this by SEM. It's called a foam sealer. I have not used it yet, but this stuff actually came all the way down to the side, all the way down to here. It laid up top of the wheelhouse brace and then back down here. And I bought that foam. It says that you spray it, and it sprays like a soft foam. So I'm going to spray it when I get the quarter panel in. Spray it in here in this area where it'll kind of make that same deal here. I guess it gives it the cushion to this wheelhouse. So I'm going to spray that foam on that other side, and then on this side, and then when I get this one on, close this back up in here with the foam. Spray that foam in there, it'll expand and close all that up, and back over there on that side too. I haven't done that, but I'm kind of anxious to see how it works out. It says it's a foam sealer type. They have a rigid, and then they have a I guess more of a softer foam, kind of like this maybe. It's softer, and then it said they have a rigid one. So I went with the softer one, but also this stuff right here comes out of up in here somewhere. But this is a hard, and it's almost looks like body filler, but it's not body filler. It's not any type of body filler. It's, you can break it off. I guess body filler breaks off when you get it that thick too. It may be, but you dig up in here, you'll pull this stuff out, and that's pretty hard stuff. Anyway, I'm trying to get it back to the way it was, as close as I can get it as it came out of the factory. I'm not doing any custom work to this car. I think I said on my first video I would like to have disc brakes all the way around instead of these pads. I'd like to do disc brakes all the way around on it. That would be about the only custom work I would do on it. And maybe add an air conditioner somehow, aftermarket air conditioner. This car doesn't have air conditioner, just got a heater. I got a lot of work to do here up on this firewall still, but I'd like to finish this back area. My goal is maybe, I don't know, maybe, what are we, July, mid-July? I'd like to finish by the end of July, but it doesn't look like it. It's been a slow progress. This side's really bad shape here. You can see a lot of rust. I may have to replace this whole part here. It doesn't look like it's rusted through, but this is pretty bad than the other side. The other side, this wasn't bad at all. It was pretty clean. They do sell this whole piece, all this piece all the way down to the back to where it ties into the wheelhouse. I forget what it's called. I think it's a rear pillar, quarter window pillar, something like that. I didn't see no need in replacing it if it doesn't have to be. I mean, it's not gone, it's still good, it's solid. I do have one rust hole here though, right in there. I don't know what caused that, but I'm gonna have to cut that section out. I'm sure it's something. I hope that's the only problem I run into. I don't want to be trying to take this roof skin off. Well, I did run across a guy on the internet on the forum. He actually took his whole skin out, all this roof skin, took it off, drilled all the spot welds all here, all along here, and took that roof skin off. That was pretty impressive. I don't think I want to attempt that. Of course, his braces up in here were rusted out. These look like they're in good shape. I hope they're good after I get in here and peel this insulation off. But he peeled that roof skin off. Fixed all his rails on the roof here. Put a new skin on from a different car. Well, not new, but used from a different car. And he's got photos of that on the internet, and that's impressive. That's what you call patience. And I mean, he took this whole dash off. That's a lot of work. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it if I don't have to. If I have to, I guess I would, but I don't want to. Anyway, that's where I'm at now. So it's been, like I said, it's been a slow progress. I kind of want to get this back area finished and get all these gaps out straight. Kind of anxious to see how this is all going to look finished, and these quarter panels on and spot welded on, and that will give me a sense of accomplishment, or it'll give me a better feeling that I accomplished something, because like I said, it's been a slow process, and I'm not used to taking long on something. I just like to get on something, get it done, and get it over with. But I mean, this is a time-consuming project, a lot of patience. I did find one thing out: if you get frustrated and I just put my tools down and walk away and go do something else. Next day I come back, I feel better. It actually goes a little better. Seem like I get a little bit further, and you get to a spot where you're stuck. I just put my stuff down and kind of walk away for that day, say I quit for the day, and then next day come out and do it again, and it seems to work that way. So I just don't have a lot of patience. I'm a very impatient person, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. And I hadn't put up a video. I guess it's been over a week and a half now. So I just thought I'd update the progress. I am working on the left-hand side now, and gonna hope to get this left-hand side together, and then work this back area to get everything lined up, and so I can have this spot welded and done. And I did order a new door from this place. I'll get them off the internet. It's a Dynacorn door. I did order a new one. It hasn't come in yet. As a matter of fact, it hasn't shipped yet. It's supposed to ship out tomorrow, I think. But I'm gonna see if it solves this body line issue, where this line is about a 1 1/16 and this is about a 1 inch here. And I'm gonna see if that other door is actually the same as this quarter panel with this area here. This door is still a good door. I need to sand it or take it down to metal, but I was just curious, and I know it's a lot of money to get just to be curious, but I was just gonna see if it's gonna work out, and I'll find out when it gets here. Anyway, thanks guys for watching, and I know a lot of the other videos are more informative and actually teach you something. I'm not really doing these videos to teach anybody anything. If somebody can learn something off of it, that's good. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and you know, I attempted to do this car myself. I was going to have someone else do it, but I decided I'd go ahead and try it myself. And like I said, I'm not, if anybody can learn something off of it, that's good. But basically I'm learning off of YouTube and doing this. All this stuff I've done, I don't take credit for any of the stuff that I do here, because everything I've done on this car I've learned off of YouTube. You know, drilling these spot wells out, what tools to use, and you know, just researching the internet and getting out here and doing it and attempting it. And that's about the only way. You know, I couldn't afford somebody to do a full restoration on this car. You know, I mean, it would be a lot of money. It's a lot of money to begin with now, just on ordering parts, and you know, your paint supplies, your primers, your you know, everything you got to do, just ordering stuff off the internet. And we do have, you know, stuff local here, and but sometimes I just find it easier to order it on the internet, because they have it, they got it, you research it, you get it. Down here you go somewhere, you ask for it, and if they have it, they have it, they don't, and usually it's overpriced. So I just look on the internet, and if that's what I think I need, that's what I get. Anyway, I'm rambling, so thanks guys for watching, and see if I can upload this video tonight. And I'm fixing to start drilling out a little bit more spot wells there, and see if I can get that piece to get out, to try to work it out a little bit further than what I got. So again, thanks for watching guys, and all the people that I watch on YouTube, I hope you keep posting them videos. I watch videos from the Rig Fix, the guy that tore down that Nova, took a 4-door and made a 2-door. That's impressive. I watched some videos from HPR, Underground Auto 1, I believe is what his new channel is. And I watched some other people. I can't mention everybody on there. I'll try to get some other names on there, but when I go in at night, I watch a couple, 2, 3, 4 videos, and try to learn off of them, because they've done it more than I ever have. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll keep you posted on the next video. Thank you.